Alright, this is the garden plot. Mowed it extra close. Each of those fences are 10 feet. So it's approximately, I guess I did that halfway. So 10, 20, 30, almost 40 feet long. And then what I did here is I just chopped the pathway with a nice flat shovel, the edge, to kind of mark it there so you can see. Oh yeah, and who's talking? It's me that's talking. So, me, Matt. And so basically we're going to do this kind of like a science presentation. We're going to have, I'm gonna fix or whatever, prepare the bed 3 different ways. And so this way is going to be flipping the sod over, I guess you'd call it, for this row. The middle row we're going to do cardboard with some topsoil compost 50-50 mix on there. And then the last row I'm going to do with my little hand tiller. So we're going to have the 3 rows going that way, and then we're going to plant the vegetables across. So you'll have each vegetable going through each 3 soil prep ways, and we're going to see which grows the best, which has the least weeds, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I guess I'm going to get to work now, chop in, and I think I'm going to burn it all. I don't know. I wish I could ask for feedback about burning all the grass to start. I'm afraid it might get other seeds started, you know, like a forest fire gets certain crap growing. I don't know. I think I'm going to do it just because it's fun to mess around with the flamethrower. But I definitely need the hose ready and whatnot. So yeah, and here's the other edge. And this might actually be a little too narrow for my lawnmower to get through. I probably should take a measurement on that. But yeah, I want to be able to like rip the lawnmower through, have it shoot the stuff that way, and keep this pathway down very low so we can get to the stuff. So yeah, there it is. There's the yard, there's the kids playing, there's the chicken coop, there's the epic boat build, which I'll have to show in a second. Alright, time to get to work. Alright, so as you can see I use the Fiskars. It's an edging tool. I tried using one of those like flat shovels, I guess, and it was a lot harder to penetrate, so this was pretty good, cutting right through. I didn't even really need the jump. I could have used my arms, but I figured I'd put my weight to work. Yeah, I think it was time lapse, so it only took 5 minutes to do that whole 40-foot long thingy. So it's 8 by 40, and we're gonna have 3 of those again. Hopefully the cardboard one works the best, but it's kind of hard to acquire the cardboard. I guess I should ask a department store or something like that, but I haven't gotten around to begging for cardboard yet, but we've been collecting it for a little while now. I know it's late season to start that. Everyone says you got to do that in the fall. I don't know. We're gonna put it down, soak it, and I'm gonna burn the grass, put the cardboard down, soak it, put the compost 50-50 mix on it, and then hopefully grow. Stuff will grow through it. Hopefully the roots will bust through it or something, I don't know. Or it'll suck. So we'll see. And then the last section I'm gonna just use my tiller, but like a low till, maybe just like that much, a couple inches. Not really get way down deep, and just see if that, and then do the compost layer over that too, and see if that just beats the weeds up enough that the plants get rooted first. Really the big thing to worry about here is the damn grass. Most of this grass is good, but we have some grass that like grows like vines through stuff, and so I'm really worried about the edges and keeping it out of there. But hopefully this edger will help with that, and we'll probably end up doing something called like chip in or something. A website here that's available in Virginia, Chip Drop, and we'll just put an order for that, and hopefully someone will drop off a bunch of wood chips for us to line the outside and probably the pathways, which the pathways are going to go that way. So we'll figure all of it out. But yep, we're not experts here. We're trying this out. We're trying to do it scientifically, so we could have some comparisons, and maybe you can learn from our mistakes and successes. All right. All right, here's the boat, the True John boat. I see these guys on YouTube being like, I got a new John boat. It's like 18 feet long, 5 feet wide. I'm like, what are you talking about? So this is my True John boat. I think, I'm looking at how wide it is. I think it's 12 by 32 or 36. The label or the marking appears to be painted over, but maybe on the back here, we can see something here. Yeah, it's all wore off. That sucks. I guess it could be a stolen boat very easily. Yeah, I know it's 12 foot, and I guess I can measure it. It's probably 36. So not the sturdiest thing in the world, but it works. You can see they had like a deck built up here for this trolling motor, but God, it was so wobbly, it was insane. So I just cut it out and left the front one on there. And then I could just sit in this chair here and work it, or I can pretty much get my feet there and there and kind of control it without falling overboard. So it takes some practice, but yeah, I tried mounting a camera here, but way too wobbly. I'd have to secure that. So my goal is to start doing some videos of fishing. I suck at it though, but I'm getting better at it. I really like hunting the most. And I've actually used this to get across a lake to get to a tough spot for deer hunting. So yeah, that's it. Got with a trailer and everything for 500 bucks. Insanely good deal on Craigslist. It floats. I was a little paranoid, so I did that sealant stuff, 3M whatever, sealant on everything. I was like, I didn't want to sink when I first took it out. I got my little fish finder here. I use this Frog Talks cover for it, little hummingbird. It's pretty good. The lagging factor on the fish finder is my brain and not knowing what the hell it means, but I've been watching a lot of videos on that and learning, and now I'm getting to the point where I drive around and try to find some structure or some bait fish. So I'm using it for what it is. You can't do that video game fishing with it or anything, but yeah. And then just got the cargo straps to keep it down because I guess it's so light it'll bounce, but these things hook up on here. Also, you can see I threw on these little things, and I built a little rack for hauling crap to the dump. So I've taken the John boat off and used that as a hauler and strap stuff down. Hey, Av.
I'm watching you at this very moment.
I know, good spy work. Good spy work. Yeah, so the front mounted trolling motor sucked until I had this motor on there, which is a 8-horse Mercury. There's my fancy motor cover. But yeah, because it would just slide all over the place. So if you don't have a motor on even when I'm in a non-motor lake, I still have that in the water just to help me track, because otherwise I'm sliding like crazy. So I don't know, if you don't have that, I would build a clamp thing with a board and a little fin on it to help stabilize you. I guess maybe that's called a stabilizer. But yeah, I just greased up the bearings there. It's working good. So it rolls on that roller there and then runs on these little pads here. And I basically just pull it up. Oh, look at that there. It's a 1232. God, this thing's tiny. This is about as tiny as it gets. It's a perfect one-man boat. When I take the 2 kids out, it works. I don't get much fishing done, but that'd probably be true with a bigger boat anyways. Yeah, so that's it. I guess you'll have to see the motor when I take it out, but I got it given to me, which was awesome. I should probably take the boat thing out in case it rains, but I think I'd rather not launch my boat without it in there than have it fill up with water. I'll just have to remember to take it down during a rainstorm. Spare tire. Yeah, so as it is a single man boat, I got to run the motor and then climb up here. But I can't see the depth thing from in the back. I'm sitting there, I can see the sonar there. But yeah, it's basically geared up for this to be the main fishing location. Keep the net there, rods on each side. So not bad, dude. My advice would be don't try to turn a little 12-foot john boat into a bass boat, especially a 32-inch wide one is not stable enough to stand on a deck. But I've been catching fish with this thing now, so season's just starting to get going too. Oh, and these things suck. Don't buy those, waste of money. If you get it tight, what ends up happening is the bracket just bends out through the threads, so you can never really get it clamped down. Unless you know something I don't, which is very possible. Oh yeah, and I wired in, I had originally wired for a battery to the back, but now with that weight on there, I put the battery up here, so it just connects right there, and it balances it out really good. I mean, this thing still gets up on a plane, it's crazy. But over here I wired in an LED strip, which is way too bright, so I might have to move it under there so it doesn't kick up in your eyes and just lights that. And there's a switch for the front light there, and the sonar right there. And I just clip it onto a little old lawnmower battery. Never ran out on me yet. Alright, cool. Hopefully next time you see this video, I will be on the water catching some slabs or some toads or maybe some crappie and some bass. We'll see how it goes. I'm a little afraid about bringing this out there, but I'll have to rig something up. Alright, bye.